When was the first time you met her?
She came to my office about 6 months ago. She felt she had evidence that her boss was defrauding illegal immigrants. She wanted to know if I could do something about it.
So you had been trying to get Wells disbarred?
Me and several other legitimate lawyers in this town, except there's never been sufficient evidence to press charges.
Until she got the goods on Wells.
She found files describing immigrants paying thousands for green cards they never received and couldn't sue for because they were illegal to begin with.
Well, where are they now? The files, I mean.
Beats me. Why don't you ask your boy, Russ?
Russ? Who?
One of Wells's boyfriends, Russ Carter.
You mean Russ Carter? The cop from Elridge?
Open up. What are you doing here? Come on in.
Maybe it would be better if we did this outside.
Did what?
Anything you have to say to him, you can say in front of me.
Where's the arrest warrant? You're under arrest for the murder of Danny Arujo and the attempted murder of Carla Arujo.
I had nothing to do with that.
Don't say anything. You don't have any evidence.
We have a ski mask from outside the Arujo's house, and we matched the saliva on the fibers to yours.
Without a sample from him, I don't think so.
We have the toothpick you tossed away in the police locker room. We have 3 witnesses who saw you throw it away. And the lab says DNA matches.
You have the right to remain silent.
Don't say a word.
You have a right to an attorney.
I am his attorney.
If you cannot afford one,
I am his attorney.
one will be appointed
for you. Do
for
not say
you.
a word, Russ. He is not saying anything.
Why are you doing this to yourself, Russ?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Before she went into a coma, the victim said she was attacked by a man and a woman.
So what?
You think Miss Arujo might recognize your voice if we put you 2 in a room together? Huh? You think her testimony, along with your DNA, might place you at the scene of the crime wearing the black ski mask?
Look, the DA's prepared to cut a deal right now if you'll testify that Wells put you up to it.
Come on, Russ. We know it was Miranda's plan from the start, huh?
You guys got no evidence.
We got you, and you'll take the fall for the whole chalupa unless you testify against her. If we could go over it again, you're saying you were at home last night from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
You make that sound surprising.
Were you surprised that Robert Vieira's brains were splattered across his garage last night?
I loved him. You would never understand the way I felt.
I understand conspiracy to murder.
Are you charging me with a crime?
I'm asking you for the last time. Where were you last night?
As I stated, I was at home. And if you don't believe me, you can ask my assistant.
Your assistant.
Do you have a problem with that, detective?
Okay, here we go. Immigration.
Rick Mendez?
Yes?
Detective Cantrell?
Detective Seiler.
Can I help you?
You can start by telling us where you were last night.
I was working late. Why?
Were you working by yourself?
No, I was with my boss, Miss Wells. Why?
One of your boss's boyfriends was bludgeoned to death in his garage last night.
What does this have to do with me?
You're her alibi.
But as for Perry Hendon's career as an art dealer, it was over before it began.
What do you got?
It's weird. White male, early 40s, throat slashed.
What's weird about it?
He still got the razor in his hand.
Also got his pants around his ankles.
Yeah.
Any ID on him?
We hadn't found any. One of the guys thinks he saw him a couple of weeks ago, being booked for a 1465.1. That's a personage. One of the guys thinks his name is Perry Hendon.
Run it.